Yo, what's up? Welcome to Sound Guy Stories with Fit the Road Music Studio. I'm Adi the Sound Guy, and we travel in this beautiful caravan with a whole studio inside, recording bands from all around the world. Of course, we have many stories to share, and this is what you get here. Thanks for tuning in to the Producer Story podcast, where I tell you stories about the bands that we record during our travel in this beautiful camper. So stay tuned for more. Some technical details and some lovely stories that hopefully motivate you to make your own dreams come true. So, I would just kick it off immediately with our biggest hit for now.
80.000 views for now, it's hot.
It's Andalucious, lyahoud are Muslemin. What for a fantastic band, lovely people and awesome musicians. It was also the biggest challenge for me to record and to mix. And I could really learn during this period that I want to be a sound guy. It was one of the first tracks that I ever recorded, and we are talking here about the 10-piece orchestra, where I just had one take and one try. So let's dive into the story, how this all happened. So, how this all started, how we met and how we could make this studio happen. At this period of my life, I was learning how to record at home. I took some metal bands from Poland to learn the mic setup. I took my own band and we recorded a few tracks so I could check if I like it, and I fall in love with audio engineering. So I was hungry for more. I don't wanted to wait until people call me, hey, can you come and record my band? I wanted to go out there and catch the people and catch the musicians and get the real emotions to bring it to you. At this time, to pay the bills, I was working in IT security and I got 1 month off. So I was working at Akamai, and I have to thank these people. Thank you, Darek. Thank you, Alberto, for approving this. I had 1 month to travel, and we decided to go to Morocco, from Poland to Morocco. We didn't have much cash, but we had some studio equipment, some SM57s. I had the AKG condenser mic. Any condenser mic would make it. So a small audio interface with 8 inputs, cables for it, and enough mics to just record some singer-songwriters or whoever cross our way. We started our travel in an Opel Astra. We packed it fully with the studio inside. Kasia wanted to learn make tattoos, so she put her tattoo stuff inside, our clothes inside, everything inside. And we didn't have really money to sleep in a hotel or in a hostel, so we chose either the tent, and it was just one night because it was so rainy in Spain, or just in front of the car, Put the seat to the back and good night. We were used to it because we traveled like this 1 year from Berlin to Armenia. It was amazing. But now, we made it over Bilbao, where we visited the Guggenheim, and then through the north of Spain to Portugal. We stayed a little bit in Porto because it's such a catchy and beautiful city with lovely people, and went down to Algeciras, where we took the ferry to Morocco. From there we made it straight down to Essaouira, and it was so rainy that we said, let's skip the city, let's go to Sidi Kauki, a magical beach. And we parked the car, and it was finally time to chill out after I think 6,000 kilometers we made in 2 weeks. And I got a book from my best friend Simon in Berlin. It was a German book, Der Tonmeister, the sound master, where it's explained how to record each instrument. So we were digging into it, 1 hour quiet. The storm was very heavy until some cops knocked at our door and said it's too dangerous to stay here. I said, shit, okay, let's give it a new try to Essaouira. We went back, and in this moment where it stopped raining, we went inside the Medina, the old town, and made directly contact with musicians. I have to say Essaouira is a very creative and spiritual city. You have a lot of artists there, a lot of talented musicians, and very lovely and open-minded people. It's just beautiful. So it was easy to catch up. We had the mobile record studio in our back. They needed people who record them, and they were super nice. One day, you have to imagine, I packed all the mics just into the backpack, had like 5 mic stands with me, all the cables, audio interface. Kasia had the cameras there. And we were hunting for musicians, basically. We went through this Medina, and 2 girls came to us, Nori and Ruth, her sister, and asked us, "Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going?" We said, "You know what? We're from Poland, we're recording bands. Maybe you know somebody." And hell they did. At this moment, at this time, there was the Festival of Andalusian Music, and the band Andalucious was opening the festival, and they played around 2 or 3 gigs even per day. They made this connection and brought us to this beautiful riad, to this hotel called Les Terras de Essaouira, where all the main musicians were hosted that played on this festival. Very talented and lovely people. And we recorded for free. We offered them 1 video because I didn't know how to do it. So I was excited, they were excited, they were looking for people who can document their time in Morocco. It's when the universes collide. We went home, we didn't know when we will do it, but we know that we will do it on the next day. I went super excited back to the car, and I took my book at like 2 in the morning. This German book, How to Record the Orchestra. There were like maybe 4 useful pages, but nothing useful for this record I will do. It was useful in this way that I gained confidence, because I made these metal bands before. I had no idea which instruments will be there, how many people will be there, when they will be there, and if I have the right equipment, right or wrong equipment. I was pretty new into this, But well, we left everything there, slept at night, came back, and Morgan and the staff helped us to make this place very beautiful. We got seats for everybody, approximate 12 seats. They also didn't know how many people will be there. I set up the mics as much as I could. I couldn't catch the band because either they were rehearsing, they had the sound check, or they played the gig. But during the day, I catched up to Kobe, the violin player. Lovely greetings, Kobe, man. And he made me small skits like, here will be some violins, here will be the oud. What is the oud? I had no clue. I had to check online. Here will be this instrument, that instrument, like more or less. So I could create my project template. In this time I used Reaper and hooked up all the mics. I was imagining, the violin have maybe a harsh sound. I will use the Rode, the small diaphragm microphones that I use. I was just gambling. So it was recording day and the mics were standing. We were waiting for the band and the band came in. They were sitting down and they said, "We have 45 minutes to do this." Man, with sound check, with putting all the mics everywhere, Of course, the list that Kobe gave me wasn't that accurate, because they were sitting down. And the violin player wanted to see the oud player, the singer had to be there, and we had to check also with the cameras. We didn't have the professional equipment. Big respect to Kasia, she managed to handle 3 cameras at the same time. And this is where this beauty of this video came. You know how I put the mics? I was imagining where the sound come from this instrument. Even when I saw this instrument the first time, or I recorded it the first time. Basically every instrument I recorded the first time. The darbuka, the melodica. The guitar player just came after the sound check, said, "Hey, I will play also." He plugged in his amp and just put it somewhere. And you can imagine it was pretty messy, but I was super excited. They were excited. Kasia was excited. We were all excited. We were sitting in this hotel, making a super quick sound check. I was just checking that the levels don't peak, approximately minus 18 dB. But when everybody played together, it went up to minus 10. And the song is very dynamic. So I was sitting there on these 8 knobs, this portable audio interfaces, you just have the knobs. And as soon as I saw something peaking up to -5, I was just, wah, put it back. And I think I had just one mini peak there on the darbuka because he was hitting super hard. So this high frequency energy just bounced into this, I think I used a kick drum mic. And that was it. I was shaking. They were playing one take, taking the instruments and getting out to the next gig. I was sitting there like, what the fuck happened? I hope I just saved everything. I hope I don't lose any data. It was crazy. And we catched everything and we made the next setup to record the jam session between the Israeli orchestra and the Moroccan orchestra. And it was even crazier. Shorter setup, shorter sound check. It was dark, the cameras didn't work, they didn't catch almost anything. It was louder, there were even stranger instruments. And it was longer. That was it with Andalucious. Later when we came back, I think I listened to the song, and I swear 300 times. The song is like 8 minutes, and I just had to get it right somehow. I didn't know much about gain staging, messed it up completely. I had to redo it again. I think I made this project like 3 times again and again and again. There was no oud, the microphone was too far away. I had to really compress it, get the frequencies out and put it back to some mics that were rather the room mics, you know, to push it on the top. After I heard the track like 200 times and sent it to lyahoud. lyahoud is the director of Andalucious. Super cool guy, man. lyahoud, you helped me a lot to this. I sent him the mix. He told me, this sounds strange, this sounds a little bit alien. Checked some more tutorials and compared with other tracks. It was a very interesting process. It gave me a lot of confidence, and it gave me the confidence to say, this track is ready now. So I had probably 12 mixes and 4 masters, and the 4th master, this was it. It sounded very good. Then came the video cutting with everything we had. And at the end, bam! Magic. Everybody was super happy. We were super happy. We had something good to start this project, something nice to show. And I had the idea to put the translation. And after I put the translation, I just realized what the song is about. And to be honest, I wanted to avoid any religious or political content. I dropped out of this. Yeah, I love music. Music was always my guide. I love to hang out with musicians, talk about Santana, where the Stones come from, you know, all this musician talk. I love it. And apparently I felt some magic into it, that this project can really reach out to people and touch people and have this peaceful message. The lyrics are super good. I really like them. Very peaceful. They are very lovely. Very smart track. Very good composition. It's just about the really core that all the religions have together. Yeah. Me, for my part, I believe in Ziggy Marley. Love is my religion. I'm not a believer, but I tolerate all kind of peace in whatever form it come. And this track really nailed it. And I'm happy. 1 year after, we are now currently in Morocco. And we are close to Ouarzazate, where they made movies like Star Wars and the Spectre James Bond movie and many, many more. And we came back to Essaouira in 2019. This was in 2018. And man, this track is the first thing that you hear when you go to the Jewish Museum in Essaouira. There are many comments. There are many good comments that it's a bridge between 2 religions that are in clash. There are of course many critical comments that I can completely understand. And I have very smart comments there, interesting conversations and new points of view. So, thank you for listening. There will be more stories in the future about Simon Curley, for example, how he wrote the song on the spot. Stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and enjoy the track Lyahoud a Muslemin from Andalucious. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get the latest news and latest videos, and check out the music in the Hit the Road Music Studio playlist. Thanks for watching.